We're going to take a quick overview look at our solar system and the planets in it. Since you have looked at the scale of the solar system now, or you will shortly if you're a remote student, you need to understand a little bit about the planets that you looked at. And what you need to know, number one, is that you're going to be taking notes on this note paper right here, okay? You're going to be filling out the top here, just this top portion between these two gray bars. I'm going to go fast. Pause it if you need to, do whatever you need to. All of our understanding of objects in space is based on what we know about the Earth, because we can study the Earth really easy, and we're here, and then we compare that to other objects to understand how they work. When we talk about our planets, there's a lot of different things that we need to know. First off, we have a series of planets that are close to the sun. These are called the inner planets. They're called the terrestrial planets because they're made of rock. They have a crust mantle core like the Earth. They're tiny compared to the other planets. They're close to each other, and they're close to the sun. They either don't have moons or they have very few, and they don't have rings. Those are all differences or similarities between the inner planets and differences from the outer planets. So let's take a look at the outer planets then. The outer planets, they are called the gas giants because they're made of hydrogen and helium, mostly. They have a rocky core. They're huge in size compared to the inner planets. They're far from each other. They're far from the sun. They have lots of moons, and they all have rings. We do have one outlier, and we're going to take a look specifically at that later, but you need to understand that it is different from any of the planets that we've talked about so far, and that's Pluto, okay? Pluto is the smallest of all the planets. It's not big like the outer planets, even though it's farther out than the outer planets. It's made of ice and rock, which the outer planets are not made of rock. They're made of gas and some ice in some cases. And it has no rings, which all of the outer planets have rings. So some distinct differences in Pluto. Please make sure that you get this all on your note sheet. And then you're going to have an assignment to do where you look at the scale of the solar system. You watch a video, and you're going to do some math, and you're going to understand what we mean when we say inner planets and what we mean when we say outer planets, and why it's so hard to get spacecraft to different places.